Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ron Phoenix, and today we'll continue some more of Phoenix Wright and continuing your Destinies. I think the yokai testifying court is unprecedented, at least. I am Temataro, the yokai you seek. How does such a straight-faced man like Mr. Tema suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even when Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit? Wait, what about the investigation? Ah! Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep! I really nailed a new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about these tricks that were conjured off the court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Poly's rope defense trick. I'm seriously considering string out of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. The killer must have used the air duct to their escape. And whoever did this was the Temataro that Mr. Phillips and Jixie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air ducts. The real fight starts now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence and all going to disappear. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Unnecessary evidence of security for people like pennies. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vámonos, Pablo, vámonos! Mr. Fulbright, mind if we search the air dust? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, the sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. Your duck is the key. You know the Temataro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox demon through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air ducts in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back to the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. Awfully high up. Don't worry, I bought a stepladder. Happy hunting! Oh, nice of her to volunteer me for a job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, there goes nothing. There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it. Find anything? Yikes! Paul, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. But what'd you find? You know how dust collects from something when nobody's used it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back in the office. Right. Do you think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through the dust lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tema is going to be fingered as a killer. What? If we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust! Ha ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice. But it seems your justice is not the most just, after all. It is my justice that has prevailed. Ugh. Dr. Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. Ugh. And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on! Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on!
Let me suffer in peace.
Ha ha ha! Justice prevails once more!
Not over yet, and besides, taking out when they're down is what bad guys do!
Oh! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me? Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Hey, how about the information of the investigation? We need some help here!
Information? About the investigation? Alright, I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
We did it, Apollo! Yeah, but how long can we keep this up? I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell was stooped that low. He was to pin a crime on a yokai? He really is a conviction of all costs.
You could give a yokai a run for his money and she's mad. Yes, well, I have been writing a self-reflected essay as we speak.
I doubt I'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write Doltar a dozen times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted the yokai spell. Planted it in the air to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right, I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside QB Manor.
Wait, that isn't the stuff Tematar was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about Prince?
Nope, no Prince. But she wasn't wearing costumes, so it won't be any anyway.
Well, Prince or no Prince, it's not going to work in our favor. I think the staff might want to be mentioned. If that's the case... then where did the money the Tematar get from? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out the victim of the Amazing Nine-Tail?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, alright. He figured it out while investigating the manipulative murder in the victim's past. The Amazing Nine-Tail sparked a yokai craze and worked against the merger. And made Daniel Tenma as a corrupt politician and murdered the background hero. The Amazing Nine-Tail fans were so angry they even tried to start a detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite mass wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, didn't Jinxie also have been an Amazing Nine-Tail? The wrestler's mind was more precious than its own life. He didn't have muskets or defending others. There are matches where wrestlers battled the right to remove each other's masks. Having a mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why the masks were more important to them than life itself.
Spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We gotta become fans for ourselves and go protect our friend of prison. What? No, did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father but our client? Yeah.
Be careful now, you're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself in the wrong end of a figure 4 leg walk.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other developments we should know?
Now that you mention it. Our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
Did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. Exactly where I have no obligation to speak with you mortals. And other things of that nature.
wonder if maybe Kimber remembered.
Too bad you can't go after him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know. Why don't you wait down to the playground with the rest of the kids? I would.
For now, Apollo.
However, he's moving back in the agency.
Good idea. You might have to work the wisdom out of Mr. Wright over there.
Yeah, might as well.
Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go to some recent exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the other way is down. In other words, business as usual, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, there's here too.
Mr. Wright!
How's with the investigation, Apollo?
I think it's safe to say that things have gone hairier than before.
Really? What happened? I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court to say at least.
I know. Never had to defend a yokai before.
That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, on top of that, she's accused of being an accomplice.
Well, at least you figured out how someone could escape that locked room.
Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times when lawyers have to force the biggest smile.
Force? Smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return the bases whenever I got stuck.
Return to the bases?
That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is the lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon.
The bases?
Always believe in your client, huh? Some good words of wisdom from the Pal Phoenix here.
So, Mr. Wright, how long has you known Adina?
I met her during a trip to Europe. Wonder if it's a reference to a certain crossover.
Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before?
Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you've been practicing law.
I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so...
Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then. It was like fate brought us together! Thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer after all.
I knew she was a lawyer material from the moment I met her, and I had high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Aw, it's nothing special. You underestimated the analytical psychology of hers. It's just that that is my special ability to help defend innocent people. Then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I started really hitting the books hard.
She's actually become a lawyer. And that's 10 the age of 18, no less.
Oh, that's almost superhuman.
Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
Alright, I'm totally pumped out after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the bases whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in our client.
Right.
Mr. Wright? Yes?
I'm gonna go visit our client again.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright, time to see what's new down to the detention center. Mayor, time out. We wanted to ask you about something. Cool! Eek!
So my minions have returned.
He still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we ever get to talk to Mayor Tema again.
Silence, peddler of illegal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste.
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even help him with his freedom. Still, can't let Mayor Tema stay possessed, you know what I mean?
If you can clear me with these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now, ask me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks of the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Temnatar, king of the underworld they be. A day when I want to dominate the mortal world and is at hand.
Prosecution claims that the feathers and the tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must beat these bosses got to defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Mayor Tema, is that you?
Oh no,
Damien appears to still reside within his body. I should have split those much from his descendant. Be silent now, Damien! I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Ultimate Yubi, did you?
I've killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been mistrusted. The murderer is not I, for I had slain that mortal. Raging hellfire would have consumed him.
Yikes! So... What's what he said?
Raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving not but ash. Okay, here we go.
So, you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor didn't mention that he's been clever with this statue. I gotta ask him about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I researched this key but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber.
Whoa! A recertification? What are your demonic powers too?
Ugh! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks! Take this key from the killer did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He ought to bar the killer entry of the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprint shall chew upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal, you will have me, Demetar, act as some etching alchemist? I have but as a jailer, and I will have done quite evil, I must add. Always an honor to serve your malevolence.
Guess I'm not the only one who scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? I couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Cursed an infernal door. But I have known this man for opening long ago when I made my return.
He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works.
What, might I ask, is that?
The statue was found at the scene. Someone had married him over the head with it. It has been branded a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in such a cloth, does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Hubie, it would seem. He, however, had no chance to see it until now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mirror had struck?
Of that, Damien does not know.
A secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter too. Let's see if he says when he showed it to him.
Why, this is that accused blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently someone slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Timma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
God, you have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few who know the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is the potential suspect in his death and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Oh, could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's A. Florent LaBelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase contest did that A possess.
And he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is preposterous. He is the most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
See that Mayor Timma is a bit trusting in those around him. Still, this is huge. I don't know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket.
Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for your help. It's just giving us a major lead. There's something that still bothered me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Hey, isn't that... you dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome milker Ninetales fox shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay, oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie, are you alright?
Ah!
Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning? Not already past noon? What am I doing here? Last I remember, I laid down and taking a nap back in the manor. Oh no! Must have been Marakashi.
Makuratashi?
I wake after a restless night's sleep and find your pillow in an unusual place. Like you've been sleeping on the floor or on the hallway. No, it's the yokai's fault. And Maragashi preys on people while they're asleep.
I think you just needed to tuck in really a real time and maybe a snug sleeping bag.
You see, how come you don't have any charm in your forehead? You don't? Oh, you must have fallen off. I thought that maybe they should creep into me.
I said we need more adequate demonstration of that just now.
I better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you. Ah, there's something I wanted to ask you too. I remember something else.
You did? What was it?
Jinxie, can you tell me what you remember? Well, after the trial, I remember lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-huh, my memory's crystal clear now. So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinx is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it would totally feel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Ugh! Jinx's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Don't look for bubbling that! Oh man, this is not good. I'm sure I hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you would happen to know how to open the forbidden chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism? Really? Uh-huh, it's hidden in the fox chamber. The only Alderman even knows what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of Ninetales Vale sure loved his secrets. Hello! Let's go see if we can find the secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down! There's something else I want to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the forbidden chamber? Uh-huh. Even the Manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that should never be opened. Guess that means nobody entered the fox chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took Edie from the killer and swallowed it, so... So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber were not in vain. Alderman, you can make that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetales Vale and Tenma Town. A token of goodwill? The two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. Statue. Originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. It sure doesn't look like one now, doesn't it? Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head. That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the Alderman and I. Now it's just me and the symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind. So, is there anything else I should know about Jinxie? No, that's about it. Uh-oh. Ugh! My bracelet! It's reacting! Jinxie, you would happen to be...
Injustice we trust!
Thanks! Eh, a ghost!
Ugh! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... Oh, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ho 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 ho!
Oh, come on, please, we're partners in justice, right?
No, no. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fault your lives. In justice we trust.
Twisted Samurai sure has him on the short leash. So you're not a ghost? You think you're an urban troll then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma. The station with you.
Took her away. Missed my chance.
Hello, buddy.
Missed my chance to see what she's lying about. Well, at least we found a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out. I just hope they let us in now.
Oh, what an absolutely fabulous sight. I'm so glad I had this check supporter from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for a dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Well, let's ask him about you know what. Yeah, before we search the box window, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyer? What do you want with me?
There's something I want to ask you. Something I wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming from?
You have to excuse me. Hello? LaBelle here.
What the? Those things are holding a cell phone?
Yes, about that. That's ridiculous. Full of manner of mansion has been a complete nightmare.
Where did you buy clothes like that?
Oh, surprise! My own special design. The ultimate of functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me.
Ah! Oh, you simply don't have to derive beauty.
Having the eyes of beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind.
So, what do you want with me?
Both Jinxie and Mr. Phil say they saw Tamatara. And what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were the lawyer, why didn't you just...
Very well, I admit it. That's right, I informed LaBelle, saw the demon Tamatara.
So he did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him?
I was simply trying to protect your little Jinxie.
Protecting Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard about the strange little habit of hers.
Which one are you talking about?
The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tamataro.
No, that's the one that's good.
Oh, there you have it. Anything here about Tamataro sighting. Little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell me more about the moon rumor. So, what was that rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It's suddenly that she starts wandering around with strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it... That lonesome Luke and Nightingale's fox shall no litter that his mind to despair. It certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
When she even put the Tamataro costume and wandered around the woods that night.
Did?
Beware you who sealed me away.
Ugh, I wish I never had. Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no, she doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Everything lost during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene is quite fuzzy. I suppose that too was caused by her possession.
Ah, maybe.
So you do understand. Well, yokai business is entirely of her own making.
Now wait a minute. Although, the yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black letters and strange tracks there herself? Apollo, let's ask Mary Tim about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk with him.
What is that?
It's a blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Albany Beauty. It was sent to Mary Temma.
And your point being,
Someone took this letter from the mayor's briefcase, and then placed it on the Albany pocket after the murder.
oh, you don't say.
You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, did you? I thought you're the one who knew about the blackmail letter was in the briefcase. And actually you...
Perhaps that's how the cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes.
All my eyes fall from the socket.
It's possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect. And you're the reason I raised this allegation in the first place. My only crime was being born as beautiful as you were here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what you do with this garbage.
You can't destroy evidence like that.
What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now?
You just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy.
Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know.
I guess that's it for now.
Hello? The bell's ticking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, well, I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? And I shouldn't have advertised it on TV? But I don't understand. It's the embodiment of beauty. It is my duty to announce my good looks to the world.
Stop the bus, I'm getting off.
Heading out once, my exclusive Just Bell brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, one of the long, fabulous pursuit of beauty. And now it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare.
You don't say.
Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants.
Peasants?
This is my latest project, entitled Colorably Billabelle. A dazzling hair product to wash out with just water.
Guess that means you can't sweat.
I have 7 colors. No, you can find more in my commercials and magazine ads.
Yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle. Your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
Well, lady has quite a discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find a secret mechanism to open the Forbidden Chamber. Okay, let's find a secret mechanism to open the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? We'll just have to open it and find out. We should also see if there was anywhere but the killer could have hidden in this room. Okay, let's get started. Apute, Apollo, apute! Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted in this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are 2 fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something with this folding screen? I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have 2 foxes on it. There are 2 fox statues in front of the door. I did lower it. Yeah, I did lower the Elgato. Okay. Like maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room? Turn the whole place upside down. You're excited as a kid in the candy store. There's a carving on the Night's fox over the door and statues on him on either side. The way these 2 statues are playing, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are 2 foxes on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence, can it? The Okay, how about now? I did change the settings. So how about now? Anything good? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Hey, the statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If the spirit comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out in the air. After all, I have a reflex of a regular karate kid. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something in the effect of these box statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in? Even the killer hid under this table. That would be a terrible hiding place. The ultimate body would have been right above. Maybe you're right. Just the other side is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table. Check it out. Hey look, there's something down here. It looks like a piece of something. The only question is a piece of what? Oh, I know. It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. This piece broke up and rolled under the table? There's no keyhole, huh? Oh, the door won't budge, just like those spongy bangs of yours. Well, all I need is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know! I'll break it down with a body slam! I seriously thought you could do that. I don't even know if I haven't even tried. No, wait, don't! I think you hate losing it, Tina. I think the door will win this match. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You can find anything. You find anything, Apollo? I'm gonna find a keyhole in the forbidden chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those box statues in front of the forbidden chamber move? The screen might have a clue to where we're supposed to position them or something. Yeah, I bet you're right. Let's go over the screen with a fine-toothed comb. On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. I can rotate the folding screen with right stick. If I spot anything moving, I can press H on it to inspect it further. I'm going to zoom in and out with X and B to take a look. So let's check every last inch of it. The picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know! The shape of the forbidden chamber key. It's definitely getting warmer. Okay, let's take a really closer look. What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the forbidden chamber? Wait, how is that key drawn on the end of the screen? Think the two are related? A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got an idea. Just try the key and keyhole should overlap. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look, a door. Yeah, and it's open too. The two foxes are not facing each other, so... Hey, why don't we make those fox statues face each other? Oh, go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the statues so they can face each other, just like on the screen. Look! A lock appeared. How did he use that key? Okay, here goes nothing. It worked! Kinda see why the chamber's so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? This door needs some serious oil. Ah! It's like the nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look! More feathers. What the heck is that? Is that a Temataro statue? But there's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like it. But I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What a good thing, don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? Look at it. Over there on the left, there's a bunch of scarves on that rack. It kind of looks like the staff we saw earlier. You didn't know what Jesus says you saw Temataro carry? Yeah, I bet a Temataro person really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. Hold on. Looks like an old scroll. There's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks on the mountains in a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't it just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped to his back. Whoa, it's turning into Temataro. What's this whole getting at? Is this how Temataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. This, whatever it is, the packaging is really grungy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hemp cream. Let's see what brand it is. Did you use LaBelle? LaBelle? What the? But then, would that mean Mr. LaBelle was here? I guess so, but why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Temataro must have taken staff from him in the Forbidden Chamber. That same person probably dropped his hand for him at that time. In other words, the Temataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than Laurent LaBelle. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. And all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Hey, there's a bunch of scarves here, and it looks like one's missing. Temataro Jinxie must have taken it. I'll have to agree, these look like the ones that the Fulbright show us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares? Temataro might be, absent-minded or something? But the fact that he has their scarves handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and he's trying to deal with them. Well, at least that's my take on it. Maybe this will make her deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Whoa, that's one big statue. It must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Temataro has a staff. The Temataro in the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant. But why? Take a closer look. First to go around this table here. Are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what What might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. Where all the dust and cobwebs. I say it hasn't been open in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Looks like some sort of figure. But it's so dusty. I can't tell what it's supposed to be. I don't know what it's doing here. Oh look, there's an air vent here too. I guess even for being chamber need proper ventilation. I don't think anyone could have reached this one either. Yeah, there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the fox chamber's been getting branched this way, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Guess that's about wraps it up. Now, we should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch and Cheeksy? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tomataro. There's really no escaping here through the airbag. How do we... And we went all to the trouble of bringing a ladder and check it out. It's not a ladder, Apollo, it's a step ladder. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them. What's the difference? Oh, I know. This play rock, paper, scissors just like he's right. We're way too competitive. It's not even related to the original issue either.
It's a curse! The curse! The curse of Tamataro!
You outsiders are ignoring the superstition for our peril. Mind your own business, will ya?
Ugh!
Ouch. What's all this about a curse? Kermit's gonna curse all of you, so stick your ears. Gonna curse you unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what the superstitions say. Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine. You know better to go around stealing people's stuff like that? Same goes for my bracelet. Sorry, I won't. I promise I won't do it again. You must take my sweet little Widget. I bet you jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. Well, if we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. I can't believe you would do that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but steal a Widget? Yikes! Mercy. I can't control myself. Start keeping blood running through my veins. Eating blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous band Azuki Kono of my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those joke kind of me. It's none other than me of Azuki Kono, robbing the rich and the gift to the poor. He did. I really wanted to figure out the scene of the crime. Like one of those grandsons because he's my grandpappy. Well, you don't say. It's honor, but it's an honest truth. The social cell of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kono, washer of money, giver outer of wealth, reborn. Forget the money, you should be washing yourself in of this nasty old habit. Wait a second, this figure looks familiar. Yes, it looks like just a little dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Hey! I think I want that figure. Oh, this? We found in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever. I think my grandpappy built in the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that here chamber. Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance of the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it, so there was amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he? Anyhow, there was one of the figures in there, and that it might just be. That's grandpappy for ya. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor. Of course, because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Turnabout near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but then superstitions got the better of me. You don't have to association like the superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Turnabout. Darn right, the superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. That's why I do exactly what they say from now on. You plan on staying here at Night Vale? Yep, I'm gonna keep living right here and keep an old way, just like Grandpappy did. Make superstitions are like the rulebook to me. Wait, are you saying you actually believe in these old wives' tales? Ain't you been listening to what I said? You're going to do exactly the superstitions say? Well, I say that's below you.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You say you plan on staying right here at Night Vale, but if you really believe in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. Ugh. I know you've been lying to me. Time to complete, Mr. Filch. Yipes! You were lying about believing in superstitions, were you? Sorry, but I did have no choice. So what was the real reason you couldn't talk about seeing Tamataro? So that pretty boy's fault missing the bell, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tamataro. That if I did, he'd do to you what the superstition said would happen. So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you? Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you to silence? Mr. LaBelle's trying to protect that little maid girl. It was an account of rumor, the one about her being possessed. What rumor again? I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Temma about the possession rumor. Ouch! Hey, watch it! I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it. Well, you want to ask Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tamataro one more time. Thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. Tenma, your turns are here to see you, your benevolence.
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by early to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
That's relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
I want to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under the demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution was going to claim in tomorrow's trial. Huh?
Cool, don't master this boarding chart for me. The charm.
Tamataro's back.
That foolish mortal. I shall regret rendering that child for my doing.
I would. That question brought the yokai back. We probably won't drop the egg until Jinxie's name is clear either. I want to ask you about something your aide Flora LaBelle mentioned. You think that Jinxie was rumored to be possessed?
I know what she was speaking.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? Only time the Chuck demon murder the yokai protect their mere mortal. No affiliate enjoy possession of the race of humans. Please, we already proved there's a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you unite them tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Temba's name. Well, I have already told you I know not what you speak. How did we get any more out of him? It's all over unless we have somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant the yokai evidence. Hey, Paula, what do you think about this one? I think I prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain the whole possession thing. Knock yourself out then. Wow, good, really something. I can really count on her when it counts. Here, Tamma, Jinxie isn't possessed. Look at the so-called possession of the form of somnambulation? I have no idea how to say that. You mean sleepwalking? Yes, lately she is exhibiting a rare form of a disorder. It's usually brought on by repossessed stress. Mr. Mayor, won't the symptoms start soon as she begins her job at night for jail? When a child visit last, she did speak of trained yokai and how they brought her to sleep each night. I knew it! The lack of sleep is causing her to enter the unconscious state. It means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on the conscious level. But with the marriage, Temotaro was part of the man I was chasing. We're walking here. That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Temotaro's spirit! It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Temma? Very well. There's the least I can do for a superb exorcist such as you. Mayor Temma, you didn't leave those feathers in charge of the scene, did you? I did not. Me and I nor Jinxie had anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. Knew it! You suspect Florent is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetales built that badly? Do you think there's any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Temotaro for a spell. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Temotaro? Crazy! You think that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Temotaro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It is a suspicious one. We must not gaze upon him or free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Temotaro thing now. Yeah, and I think we need another nice long time with Mr. LaBelle. The dinner is ready, your benevolence. Oh, an offering to the demon king, you may place it right here. Kitchens do pour their heart and soul into making it. Good now. Bowls happen to be my favorite of mine, just hold their hearts tight. Yes, your benevolence, I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Temba, so... I think we won't see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth. We won't be able to claim that Temotaro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him?
Okay, now let's practice that again, so Chief. I'm a
Isabel was for the whole time of the crime. And when we heard the scream, oh heck, what was the next part again?
You have the memory capacity of a flea, and it's the 13th time, you know. Now, 100 times more and we're done.
I've heard that you practicing. Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Oopsie daisy.
Oh!
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. Turnabout, sir. It's just all distracted.
Unbelievable. What if you have sulking my out with those grubby paws of yours?
You felt Mr. Labelle's voice just now? So, what do you think you're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping on me? You peasants are so tacky. What do you want with me?
The confession is being a ton posture would be nice of her right about now. Mr. Phillips told me in the conversation that you had, like how you told her not to say a word about seeing Tematara.
Don't you fool? I told you nothing good will come out of you running in your mouth.
So what do you want to keep Mr. Phillips quiet like that, Mr. Labelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tematara.
Interesting. Well, what are you going on with this?
Since you asked so politely, I think you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Phillips quiet. That reason is deflect out the way from the one who really was Tematara.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tematara? Besides this point, I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right, Mr. Labelle even told me Tematara was a king, so why would you?
I said Tematara was Jinxie, you fool! Honestly, I'm in the capacity of a flea practicing 100 times more. Yikes!
Have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, I'm stolen for my courtroom, thank you. And you just have to wait until then.
Well, I'll be waiting. A special piece of evidence I can save just for you.
Guilty, wake up, you lazy bones!
What? Was I sleeping?
Ugh.
Must have been a sweet cologne of yours, Mr. Labelle. Made me right asleep, even.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm betting you're getting I ain't got all this tinkering and stuff. Right up the shaluza.
He pointed to exactly as I said.
No, please. You got another lesson. There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is the lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think you've done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over at Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. Accused me to fault is 10% of the score's mine. My crush has infested something, and his vengeance will be mine. Must be sleepwalking again. Maybe if you speak softly, I will start her and get a charm passing in my forehead. Psst. Jinxie? Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charge must have fallen off again. Oof. Guess I avoided the charm by cording down my cords of steel. Are you done questioning you, Jinxie? Huh? Now I'm on my way back. Stop here to buy a new charm that was just released. Yeah, which one? Normally an angel's walking to the car. They show them dancing together. Really? You and rivals dancing together? I thought there's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Alright, so the manipulative merger issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. Stop you two from fighting the kid getting court this morning. We weren't fighting, it was just a spiritual debate. It's what we were. Ah! No fighting! Charms up again. Well, if you're done playing around, let's just find out what she's lying about. Jinxie seems you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and stripes weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Like what? Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you remember something else this time? When I opened the door, Papa and Alton and Yubi were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. I knew it. He's holding something back.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when you said, "That's all he said," weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tema say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else? How did you tell? Only you would have such powers. Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. He probably will say something like that. Could you be a little bit more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Ultimate Yubi." He said, what? Did he actually confess to the crime? He didn't mean it. Then of course I have no what he was saying. Probably possessed and he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. I don't know what we're going to do now. Returning to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even though all I like to see had is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwood know about your father's confession? He didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Did it really happen dreaming or simply delirious? No. I sure feel like I'm a living nightmare right now. Well, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? Nancy was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and her client even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Well, let's see here. A lack of a third party in the locker room is a major problem. Jinxie insists that when she first opened the door, Alden and Judy and Mayor Tema were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber. The real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Commissioner President must have fled the Fox Chamber when it opened. Even Jinxie thought what she saw was Temataro. But Papa and the other three were the only people there. Didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? The girl's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So how did he just hide himself from the scene of the crime? Whenever he takes you to the court tomorrow, Apollo, I'll have to take down that dirty rotten Temataro floor and the bell. Right, we'll get him into the legal exorcism, justice style. Alright. Should I continue or should I stop? Because I know this next part is really long. You know what? Why not? This is the last part anyways. Because after this, we're going to be done with this case and we'll move on to the next one. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Athena says the assistant defender is ready too, Your Honor. Just a pet.
As chipper as ever, I see. And it's French, no less. And the prosecution? Very well then. By the way, I have to check the full writing for my sturdy shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecutor to handle it.
You know the judge is really big for today. Probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game, as Simon says. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend his honor today.
Your baldness. It's plain to see that you are a trainer delivering an epic opening statement. I have? I don't know if I say that. Well, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave an opening statement. How would it look at one who gives particularly to throw epic opening statement? For decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. The crown jewels of the court? Now, long enough they are within your grasp. How can you possibly refuse? If you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception, just this once.
Here we go again.
Yep, more on Blackwell than mine needs. Oh, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make an opening statement myself. In yesterday's section, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Yuvi, was the Amazing Naito. We also learned that the Amazing Naito was a key figure in yokai craze and anti-murder protests. It further revealed that upon learning Rex Yuvi's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room is also brought to light. And the only people in the tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation reveals no proof of the third party having escaped that room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You truly outdone yourself this time. One more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Well, this is not an unexpected turn of events. Now then, it seems the prosecutor has called a new witness to testify. Next physical yokai evidence left from the scene of the crime. Well, does not demand some further explanation. Evidence from tracks? Were those left by the mayor while he was possessed? That was all by the act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I suspected as much. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of yokai as the manor was the manor maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
Prosecutors are getting to a mere conjecture. Would you care for somebody's testimony there? Well, I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Turnabout farce. In this testimony, I bet he needs Filch and the bell. Very well then. Violet, would you bring in the first witness? Mr. Filch, you made quite a hasty exit yesterday. Even if it doesn't happen again today. Didn't know from my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a treatment on mine. Indeed, Master gave a total of 5 berries and slip. I thought that would ever not me. Yikes! Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place. Yikes! No, please, I'm able to rip my own head off if I start running. Your statement, now. Yes, sir. Blackhead, sir. Maybe the hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as a give-up-easy type. No, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime. Temperature is really on that meat drum, ain't no doubt about it. And Temperature I saw was a little thing about her size. The one who runs a big old step, I seen her when she came into the foyer. Bet she stole it from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to rally up a counter-feared reputation, and she's not. So, Temperature was short in stature. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along. You betcha. Because all the rest of the manor is way taller than her. Fortunately, height is but an easy thing. But a big off like a defendant could never pass for short. What if a Tamtar impersonator was walking on their knees? Or no knee walking, I see it myself. But perhaps the yokai was really Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are not but tricks, neither are mine nor the cheap parlor variety. So you're saying she created the illusion of one of those magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take a fella in the cell next to mine. Each night he cries and screams at some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, he was simply the janitor. Oscar Weber escaped with the ghost, literally. The janitor's gently composition, all white attire, are no doubt partially to blame. And in the fact he constantly murmurs about taking vengeance of this and that. That's actually sounds like a real ghost to me. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
It would seem that Temperature was in fact not this innocent little girl. Huh? How did you figure that? The claim that Temperature you saw had one of the scarves from the Forbidden Chamber? But it would have been possible for Miss Tenma to get hold of one. Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice? The mayor swallowed his key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. But you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the forbidden chamber. To ensure that Tenma Taro seen holding that staff could not have been Gypsy Tenma.
What? But who does the defense believe was impersonating Tomatoro?
Tenma Taro person is none other than Miss Tenma's aide.
Objection!
Such accusations like that. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you please set up the yokai you see?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well, let's see what the defense is going with this. Mr. Justice, be sure it's proof that the true identity of Tomatoro impersonator.
Take that!
We found this hand key in the forbidden chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenma Taro took one of the scarves out of there. And shorts. I believe whoever this hand key belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But Mr. Justice,
How do you propose to identify the hand key's owner? Don't think you asked, Your Honor. The defense requires a fingerprint analysis of the piece of this piece of evidence. They don't tell us who it belongs to.
interesting.
Do you suspect to find the yokai's prints there?
Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
No need for that, Your Boldness. We have the prints of everyone in the manor that day.
You call Prosecutor Bar Quill.
Could anyone be more whipped?
Wright, analysis of the prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command.
Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here.
It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What did the results show?
What in the world? They're four of the Bell's prints, are they?
This is absurd.
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not going to like this, am I?
Don't tell me they're Tomatero's prints.
Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... Phineas Filch.
Objection!
Wait, what? What? Mr. LaBelle wasn't going into the forbidden chamber?
Objection!
Why you trickery little tanuki? Explain yourself now.
Shut up! The prints are mine. I did power the hand for Mr. LaBelle after all. But you're the one who entered the forbidden chamber? Well, what if I did? You got a problem with it? Hey!
You fool of a tanuki. Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the forbidden chamber... Wait a second. Does this mean that the Tomatoro holding that staff was... Phineas Filch? Yikes! Another cat on the back!
Mr. Filch is Tomatoro?
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain this up this instant.
Begging your pardon, Your Honorship, but I was doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Tomatoro in the village extradition ritual. Oh, you mean the event in the Knights of the Duck Festival? So that was you inside the Tomatoro costume? Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. I didn't bore me seriously, I can't, the rest being complete jobbers. So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Tomatoro costume and got an idea. Nobody can tell if you know I'm wearing it. And causing the superstition, no matter what I do, the village just won't say a word.
In other words, you use the superstitions to actually render yourself invisible.
Why did you want to enter the forbidden chamber in the first place? Oh, the treasure there. Thought it was my big chance sleeping in a nabbit. Treasure. Only that's the greatest get rich quick scheme in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there was an amazing treasure in there. Sitting there not knowing that his grandfather already pilfered it? I guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson. Wait, how did he get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber door. He couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer. The air vent led in the ultimate picture. It went on in and made a little nice hole. You can in the air that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I guess. What? But how's that even possible? Wait a second. Wasn't it been in the Forbidden Chamber? So Mr. Phillips found a way to get into the air duct. And that's how he got in the foyer bed in the Forbidden Chamber vent? The Turnabout was nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather a tanuki burglar. But we're back to being without anyone in charge of the Alderman's murder. Seems like a so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker. Tell me, Mr. Phillips, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer? I got out of the costume real quick. Wouldn't just cause trouble at that point. Then where is that costume now? Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault that I never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in the manor. But what if it's tossed outside the manor? Ah! No way! Maybe. Just maybe.
The defense needs to hit him upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice.
Okay, so here's what I think. Mr. Phillips, can you get rid of this costume here?
Take that!
Did you toss that out of the window? Because it would surely explain why they didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed that out of the window? The costume cost me a pretty penny. But why do I do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Are you ready to use a bullet?
Well, surely the costume really was tossed out from the window.
The next question will be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, then I have a thing to prove what happened to the costume. Miss Filch, I have just the evidence for you. You do? This evidence proves you got hit in a Turnabout costume through the window.
Take that!
That Turnabout flying through the sky?
And just how do you prove Mr. Phillips threw the costume out of the window?
It's quite simple. It's not Turnabout in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Phillips tossed out. Oh, that's crazy, Tom. You ain't serious, are ya? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. Also flew through the air that it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo Turnabout really was a flight of fancy.
What?
Yikes!
Oh my, so there really never was a yokai.
Oh, I can't keep him in Jack's bag. Can we still file a claim for the lost costume? More than proof the defense's position. Jason Turner has nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Did you raise Jason's prosecutor Black Belt?
None whatsoever. I'll deal with that Senior Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. We did it! Keep going, now we have to go and make Ford and LaBelle take the stand.
Objection!
Teasing the sword a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this strictly little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got in. Through the chamber's air vent. And one of the brothers who tracked to the scene of the crime. They would suggest that the Tanuki exited the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
Well, the Forbidden Chamber has been open from the inside, but what you're saying makes no sense. Right?
decided to open the door for me. Isn't that right?
Yep, I tried to use blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side?
Didn't even look on that time on that sudden glare.
Until the reflection of the headlines fell on moviegoers emerging from the dark.
That's when I smashed the stuff and made my
Gary escaped.
that little maker spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall.
The Mr. Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered. But wait, still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused pass out there? Nope. And one was the alderman and he was dead as a darn hell. The accused wasn't there. What do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Oh, don't tell me. Anyway, the other one who could have opened up the main chamber was the accused Damien Temba.
Wait a second. There has to be somebody besides somebody Temba there.
Really? Who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems that fight through our lives has forgotten the most important thing afterwards.
You forget? I was testing your attention to details?
This sort, you can't prove your point without proving some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry, I guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, I didn't. We're definitely on to something here.
What?
Think about it. If Phil's was stuck inside the forbidden chamber, one of the alibis returned will no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Phillips was stuck in the forbidden chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, an alibi that no longer adds up. Ah, not that insufferable. Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Joseph has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up?
Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's 8th floor of the bell. Didn't he claim to be the foyer at the time of the crime? True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Phelps was at the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Phelps was not there when Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. One of LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there's no keeping him cat in the back here either. It's a LaBelle idea. So tell me who played Miss LaBelle when we taking the forbidden chamber. Because we should be vouched for each other's alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Phelps. Perjury is a serious crime, you know.
Aw, shucks. Mercy, your ownership. Mercy. Ah.
I also asserted that the person who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Phillips was none other than Fort LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. That's true. We will take a 20-minute recess. After which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes.
Finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand. In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about the new allegations.
Get it, Apollo. Finally send Mr. LaBelle to court.
Yeah.
Hey, what a long face. I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. As Prosecutor Black was bound to counterattack. Really are worried, what are you? We'll be fine. I must be figuring who opened the forbidden chamber was Mr. Filch. Had to have been for LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it though. Anyway, the big showdown with Mr. the Bell is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Fourth is bathroom section. Our next working series.
Yes, I'm actually on behalf of the mayor of this very important matter. If she's the witness, please dispose at the moment. Sure, it will be Jess. I report to you the polish. Remember that. Oh my dear, deepest apologies. This is for the Bell, personally, and Mayor Kenda, or should I say, the accused.
Ouch. The poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man. Let's keep this brief as possible.
Your boldness. Alright. Mr. Phil's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi.
For this reason,
You are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case in hand.
I'll be associated with the entirely racial affair. No, I'm not. My man going to have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. Limo. Do you realize the serious crime you committed? Really, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine. Shouldn't I think my alibi for this very good reason? It was obvious the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. Seeker's personal aid, I felt I had to protect the story.
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Peasant.
How dare you accuse me of what this for?
Stop stalling, get to the part where you're really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time of talk has passed. Swords? What swords? This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Be gone, ye the cowardly heart. The battlefield holds no place for ye. Again? Oh my.
Spare me, please.
A much for sturdier shackles. Those chains hindering my vow that he's rolled this day. Keeping your head in unimported has a new meaning. With a witness piece to live in the king's death. You know of what I speak.
Most certainly. This news is already good. Kind of took a fork in it.
This cannot be good.
As I told Dr. Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the function when I heard little Casey scream.
What?
Then, drumroll please. I saw Mayor Kemba open the main bridge in the door.
But there you have it. The machine man can open the chamber door by one finger's filch. It would be a cheat. There was never any door for him.
Oh, and that's not all. And there's something quite startling at the same time.
Startling sounds bad.
The mayor was barely kindly muttered this. Forgive me, Casey, I killed the alderman. That's right, the mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. He confessed? Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony of the stand. Yes, sir. Quite astonishing, lad. I've known this back there in the recess. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I think the best for last. Consider the gift from me to you. No way. I believe it's all about her from the confess. But if this is really true, did Tim really confess? Yes, indeed. But in the last research, I confirmed with the mayor's daughter. It would seem that Tim actually did confess. The testimony was quite favorable to the prosecution. Miss LaBelle, yes, we told her about the party reservation. That's right, and I'll be telling my nurse that they named him as from Michigan. The splendid candy girl, all for the names to repent. Well, she's a witness of very busy now, so let's get right to the testimony. Mr. LaBelle, can you please explain to us, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene home? I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard a confession. Don't worry about the father, curly little Casey fight without even noticing me. Immediately after that, Mary came to stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. It's a rated terror that demon emerged from his prison. The shock I fled down the hallway into my right with the one with the phone at the end. I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. I think that the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime. But perhaps the guilt was too much to bear to the light of his own daughter. You do realize you should not have broke out such crucial testimony in the court. Once again, sorry. It's just I fear being accused by mention of coming up on the most unpleasant scene. I think the mayor confession had to be brought up by this guy. I bet he's something before the judge declared the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me years gone by, there is a time for fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die. He's laying it on real thick now. The fifth may not cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
Fort LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway.
What on earth do you mean? Yes, telephone the rest of us, Mr. Justice.
If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down to the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Temba.
What's this?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then after making the call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it pretty description of Tematara costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, had he been flee here, if they mistaken real pie imposter.
Why, yes. That two would have crossed paths.
Right, except Miss Timber told us that there was no one else on the hall. In short, Miss Timber did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Oh, my eyes! My beautiful eyes!
Not much of a fabulous scent now, isn't it?
Mr. Justice, the witness also stated you heard the man confess.
You were lying about hearing the confession from the hall. Then where was he when he heard it? Inside the box chamber. Where else?
You know what? Is that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. He's not really the witness.
Yeah, he's a third party we've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence!
Foolish flop. A true man knows when he was beaten. A shield of lies come to naught before a fall with a stone true heart.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side.
You are mistaken. There are no sides here. Stay my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield. It's not any lies of sickly sweet perfume. Whoa, what just happened? That was really turning into him. You heard the man's confession from the inside, which reminded you of insanity. But the sole location in which you could have seen or heard the murder is Tanuki. I thought you would notice seeing you didn't there in the fox chamber.
Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being there in the fox chamber?
I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I felt terrible about lying like that. This is a broken one I used to protect myself.
You better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle.
Yes, I was just about to get to that. The witness is stating up there nice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. I did enter the box chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after since we had been heard the confession and lied. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind a folded screen there. I saw her there up close. It was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there but merely watching it from behind the screen. From behind the screen? Oh yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so.
Did see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki filch. Suffice to say, he was aware of minutes of events rather than the actual third party. This guy is slippery as an eel. Apollo, you think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the fox chamber. So at least that's much must be true.
The friends may cross some of their slightest altruistic witness.
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
What exactly do you have details about?
Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... Could you describe the state of the weapons I've been using to see the crime?
This spear has a trusted all the way through all the used. Maybe that statue often used to bludgeon me or Kemba. That incredibly spikes and will have fallen to the floor.
Oh right, the statue. But why would you find it expired? Why exactly do you find the statue expired?
Well, when I saw that statue, I felt it was a merger and realized it was like a celebration of unity between town and village, expiring, symbol of goodwill.
Broke the statue next to the bloody corpse. You'll expire.
Well, Mr. Justice, you're considering statement to be an importance? Important?
I believe that is to be extremely important. I requested it be added to the testimony.
Statue has fallen before it was token of goodwill celebrating the multiple merger.
Objection!
Realize I finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly do you mean?
You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands at goodwill. As if they were celebrating the multiple merger. Something the matter?
So, how did you really know that the statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
What?
Justice Dono, explain yourself, and make it quick. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever do you mean?
What I mean is that it broke when someone usually struck Turnabout on the head. I thought clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out.
Ugh.
The statue's secret is true form where it lost inside that locked room. And Miss Turnabout, the only living tofu, should know what it once looked like.
Tell me something about it.
Where do you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
What do you mean, where?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form.
Right there in the room where the altar was measured before it was broken. How dare you? Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness of some sort of crime?
Yes, I am.
Warrant LaBelle. I accuse you of the murder of Alternate Jack Judy. Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you have been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say to your defense? How could you possibly accuse me of being embodiment of beauty?
Genial, Carlos! Cos'era qui? Magnifico! Right now, you're going to kill the alderman, I'll admit it.
Fine.
Silence!
Enough with your silly games, Justice Dono. This practically peacock couldn't possibly have been the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled into dust. And it just proved that he was in the fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence!
Why would he possibly... Why would he not see the statue as true form in front of him?
I thought he was both friends with the alderman.
Yeah, go.
Yes, that's right. I remember now. Alderman Yubi told me about it. Well, what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection!
Yeah, right. You wouldn't show your secret gift just like that.
Silence!
Moreover, it's already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
Has?
Recall the little sketch test statement, if you will. When Jason came out unlocked the fox chamber, he saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else.
Oh.
The fact that his YouTube made up their plan in yesterday's court session, thus foreign about could not possibly have been in that locked room.
No! I just don't get it. How could Jason not have seen the bell?
The proof is inconceivable. No room for debate exists. Am I not right with all this? It doesn't awfully conclusive. The facts prove that the defendant and the victim were the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant already confessed.
Objection! Silence!
You cannot defend the defendable. Your role is to raise his own justice done.
What?
The faultless. This trial will last an eternity if you cross his way to the simpleton. It is high time you brought down the hand of justice. A poor Roman, I think it's trying to correct the verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Timma. Cool. It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Temba?
Counselor, there is a matter in which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Counselor? Alright, you must have been me. Are you going to remember what happened before the blow on his head?
Hey, look, don't just stand there. Seize him.
It's no good, I can't restrain him.
Cool. Don't be in despair. I am Turnabout, even Lord of the Jokai. Mr. Justice, do something!
Then why am I responsible for court security? How is there a chance we might get some new information out of him?
Your Honor,
Seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he was a yokai.
when you put it that way,
Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
unprecedented is certainly more like.
Alright then, Mr. Damien Temba, or should I say Mr. Tembataro, your testimony please.
I shall not speak of recollections most real. Courts in my house, Damien Temba. Keep these words mortals were hear them, but once ye shall. They have the conscience of gaming their evidence of darkness. So don't guide you in the beginning. So answer the talk to ruler of demon kind. In the other section, nine tails fox. So is this a defendant is saying the room he was in was very dark at the time? Things that it may be, yes indeed. All was in darkness.
And what part of Tembataro the Nine-Tailed Fox being there?
Yes, that's true. Turnabout towers overhauled the Nine-Tailed Fox glittered gold.
I call animal abuse, Your Honor.
It would seem the defense regulations could not be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my whole recollection is still a bit fuzzy. As I half dreamt, the happening lingers in my mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Okay, I just hope our findings doesn't come back to haunt us again.
Got it!
When the Nine-Tailed Fox appear, you're not only experiencing shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was a joy of the light coming in my eyes at long last. Along the table, creaking did pierce through. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did precede the eternal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. So that means the Forbidden Chamber really was open. But what about the sunlight he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tembataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
Why, yes, I would explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even though that's true, then what about the Nine-Tailed Fox? Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. Fantastico, Apollo, it's certainly possible. And the groggy dream like stay people to misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. I do believe I remember now. That was not the Nine-Tailed Fox. It was the amazing Nine-Tail.
What? The amazing Nine-Tail?
At first, this is just a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly I do recall it. Watch the amazing Nine-Tail legit opening the forbidden chamber door.
I'm sorry I asked. The amazing Nine-Tails? But that was the victim altering QB, right? Yeah, why would he open the forbidden chamber? Was he trying to keep it sealed? Oh my god, it's completely new information. I need to run an update.
Got it!
When the amazing Nine-Tails opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within. You felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hasty death, and I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red. But when I did behold it, a great vein of sadness did implicitly wash over me.
A cape? Of red? Oh, we reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. Maritema, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean? His memory is still a little spotty. I know it's because the latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of the recollections that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious should arise. When someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out contradiction, here comes justice.
Objection!
See, the amazing Nine-Tail's cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a rare cape I saw, but...
Maritema, does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless...
Hold on, liberation. Something red did feel them as yet hazy field of view.
And I thought of myself, the amazing Nine-Tails is a red and my cape red.
You used to read something for a cape, huh?
Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
Well, the red something possibly was to the cape after all. Maybe the great sadness you mentioned was what infirmary was his memory. Well, you could have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Nine-Tails. What red object could you have seen that it would be that shocking? I know. Could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this?
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be Maritema what that you saw was the ultimate blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. Coming back to me now. It wasn't the red cape that I saw. It
was lying behind the Amazing Nine Tails, the ultimate bloody. Yee! Suppose that was done to Zero. You remember everything now. Does it mean the Amazing Nine Tails killed Alderman Yubi? But the Alderman was the Amazing Nine Tails, so how exactly would that work? Hey, I ask you first. Well, Mr. Justice, I sure hope you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated. True, but the time of the crime was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence!
Boy, don't you think this is strange? The little scamp has already confessed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. You said not about seeing the Amazing Nine Tails there. Just had to bring it up, didn't you? Didn't say anything about Bell either. So weird, who really was in that room then? So the defense care to share views with the court? They apparently consistently believe the defendant affects one of his daughters? Yes, of course. I can explain it. But then, if I don't, we're in serious trouble. No memorial of blessing characters I trust. For everyone just as done. I shan't have your head if you fail to explain this. Yep, I'm a confession penalty. Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worthy of keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely the Fox Chamber unlocked. We now know the mayor's son was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. The two facts were crucial to my explanation. But let's consider the following question. The facts pointed to Flora LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene. How did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma? A really good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us? Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken the bell for a mayor? Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that? Oh, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe such a questions his own work. Let's assume that Flora and the bell was the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, if I misremember the event, what would make her do so? The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence!
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unlike. How can you explain that away from the mere disguise? Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe the disguise completely hid the face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned it if she didn't see her father's face. In some sort of disguise, wouldn't she removed it? Alright. Your sword is as dull as a mine, Justice Stoner. Shall I show you what a fairly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass. Are you okay, Polo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have the little fairy tale out of the way, your baldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for the verdict if you have no further arguments. What do you have for me to do? Oh, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you step in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? I don't quite see how it applies to you. Still, never hurts to try, I guess. I don't think Jinxie didn't remove the disguise. Maybe she didn't remove it? Or rather, she didn't want to tell anybody about the disguise. Maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. A wrestler's mask is more pressing than its own money. There are masks in front of others. And there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. Having a mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why the masks are more important than them in life itself. I love the fact that it is an amazing knife that you open the door. A mask that forces you to move instead of the other? Do you start thinking how? Ah! We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think we might have made a huge mistake. Oh, miss, I see no reason to further develop them in your silly little farce. The defense has no proof, they never did and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
I do have proof! Do you now? Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice. Because all the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jason Tillman took Mr. LaBelle for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume and tell anybody about it in the first place? These riddles are simply linked to Mary Timma's secret identity. Shocking secret identity will turn this entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mary Timma's identity.
Take that!
Ugh! What absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash. You thought the alderman was Amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Temataro. That's why you believe the mayor killed the alderman for the loss of Ninetales' veil, and was the basis for the prosecution of the entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Timmer wasn't Temataro at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales. What this? You better explain yourself, Justice Dono. And from where you just see such a far-fetched conclusion. Jinxie no doubt knew the identity of Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't go with Amazing Ninetales she saw pass out. Even though unbeknownst to her was really LaBelle in disguise.
Silence!
He spoke in, with despair, physical build and voice. But skin would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't she fake the difference? Why couldn't he fake a different build too? Everyone speaking through the mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler disguise is more precious than life itself. As if he's from the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Not only does Mr. Justice put this answer to us already. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought him coffee that is some sort of decisive. Once the alderman is off cold, that's why Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor who had been drugged into the forbidden chamber. Then he returned to the fox chamber, slipped in some sort of mayor's spare clothes, and completed this disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With the entire charade in play, Mr. LaBelle then let up a scream. The scream that led Jason Turner to the scene. So then, the person who said I killed Alderman Yuri was... Yep, it was Juan LaBelle in disguise. The mayor may actually confess.
Silence!
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Once Miss Temma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber. So he could drag the mayor back down to the Fort Fox chamber. Oh, so the amazing knight was the mayor saw was. Right, it was the bell opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door of the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the feet of Mr. Phillips by surprise. Startled, Mr. Phillips and Mr. McCall disguised ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, they left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks. He gave Miss Timma a scare of her life in the hallway. But no one left to witness the events that had occurred. Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back to the fox chamber. I see. Well, that certainly didn't make sense. Then after dragging the mayor back to the fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and left the room.
Silence!
It was just so theory of work and project defending the being amazing Night Tales. However, he was the one pushing for the multiple merger. That such an individual could possibly be the amazing Night Tales is preposterous.
Objection!
The man was blackmailing to pursue the merger. Miss Temma's life would have been in danger if he out his voice of opposition. Not very curious in the identities of amazing Night Tales. This is madness. No one could possibly have such a insane plot. No one except the killer is insane as plot, and I say Florence LaBelle is more than qualifies. Foolish mortal. You don't probably forget who I am. Dear Temma, it's okay now. This is as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the amazing Night Tales, are you? Are you? You have quite the imagination. Your attempt is not the amazing Night Tales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to you yet? Hey, Di. But that's just... If you never did admit such nonsense, I will reveal the truth behind Turnabout right here and now. What? Why, you would dare reveal the secret? My good friend the Alderman told me all about it, but it wouldn't be as good as to expose the truth. But with the superstitions, now would it? Good behind Turnabout? What's he talking about? Go ahead, say it. Say I'm the amazing Night Tales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait! Someone please explain what's going on here? You cannot do anything to keep the truth behind Turnabout a secret. A dark, terrible secret kept secret by the village superstitions. If the mayor admits that being amazing Night Tales, you'll expose the truth? Right. I won't have her walking free because of this nonsense you made up. But what now, Justice Governor? Without the mayor's admission, your fears useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Hello! Don't you dare give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statement is warranted a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of amazing Night Tales is the cornerstone of this case. You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant amazing Night Tales or not? Amazing Night Tales' true identity is not made ever. They would never make such utter nonsense. If you did make such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Turnabout right here and now. And that would be ruin around Night Tales now. The superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. They say they may be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien was not the amazing Night Tales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
Let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the amazing Ninetales anyway. And that's how Ninetales Bell made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. We don't have any proof of the mayor's the amazing Ninetales. We'll just have to get him to admit him himself. But if he did admit him, LaBelle could expose the secret behind Amataro. The crown crosses them in the witness.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Amataro. Do not tell others when you see it. Isn't that what the other superstition says? Exactly. Telling others what Amataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstition was in town in the first place. The warning coming to the village of the fear? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo, and that's who the Amataro is a great big and fine fortune. That's what the whole battle of the night is going all about. Amataro is a big fortune? I didn't think of that.
Only has the biggest quick chance of a universe. Grandpa told me all about it. Better than the treasure room. Would Turnabout actually be...
I think the village of the Turnabout is a terrifying yokai. Is what scared them away from the forbidden chamber of the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Well. This is our 8th attempt here to uncover the truth that must not be revealed. Mary Timid looks like she wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Destinies knows the repeal on the Amataro exists. That's why the kingdom must be protected. As long as Amataro exists, huh? So LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony.
Objection!
So LaBelle, what if Amataro no longer existed? Or really the truth would no longer be an issue, wouldn't it? If Amataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Amataro no longer exists. So I'm guessing you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the forbidden chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Amataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this at the forbidden chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo creature. Greatly Azuki Kozo used to leave here at the scene of the crime. Are you suggesting that the Amataro has been stolen? Yep. Benicio Kozo's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And that he is Moronic Caretaker's grandfather, no less? You... No! My beautiful golden Amataro was... The greed expired, but Amataro can no longer be a ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the Alderman revealing a secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking to Amataro. He said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Amataro's true form? Recall if you will the scroll in the forbidden chamber. Amataro was the yellowish object shown there. The giant gold ingot is my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. In return the gold since they received the Ninetales Vale. When
land that would become Turnabout and drive the villagers mad with greed and their great fortunes. Then it was the greed-fueled battle. It was then they possessed. My ancestors' goal became a curse upon the village. Curse of ruin. Because the yokai Turnabout came to be. So Turnabout, the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Turnabout made quite a mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man lust for gold. Well, you know what they say, love and money is the root of all evil. My ancestors will bring a terrible thing here tonight, Elga. A thing so terrible that Turnabout themselves, so that it's terrible had to be created and kept it a secret. Yeah, we have not for love in the little village in which we owe our very existence. Turnabout will never take over Nighttail's villain and merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Turnabout no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, are you?
No! Don't do it! Please, no!
You're gone, demon. No, where was I? The gold lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me. And that means Jinxie. Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the fox chamber. Was he wearing the Ninetales mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He's never going to reveal the secret identity of the Judy that day, so it really wasn't Papa in there, was it? It was Ford's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal the secret identity to the ultimate. Yeesh, new Goldberg machines have less elaborate setup than LaBelle's scheme. You did rest using our little juicy gun monster. Deception is beautiful. Two tracks behind the stage finally come to light. Mayor Turner did not kill all the accused. The Fort LaBelle did. How dare you?
Silence!
Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you decide as declared to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? Evidence is like a really sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it was butter. But you have only blind guesses like dull blade incapable of cutting you with a blade.
Yes, you did, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in the court of law. What? They're right. I see some evidence. But for the perfect being like me, need any incriminating evidence behind.
This is the final battle. Justice Assembly must live and die by the sword. You will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgments awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? Oh crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just a conclusive evidence we need too. The final one of Mayor Turner's innocence. Here comes justice. Let's reveal the facts. The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alternate was killed because it was the amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we You were very off. The immediate manager was really Mayor Damien Temba. Just when we thought his daughter Tiso and Major Mansions got the scene, she mistook him for her father. Also, the fact he ever revealed, his father, Mr. Vidal, says that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't leave evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Is there any other downside in dancing, riding, rooms? Oh, I know. The amazing natural mask that was found washed up along the river. Could afford the mask from cold. And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Oh right, the hair was on the bell. Yes, that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present in the court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. The mask? How is the conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. The original law belonged to Alderman Rex QB. Yes, but the Major Nightshell do not know as Mayor Temba, so... That is correct. But the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that will be the last person who had worn it before it was discarded. That would be you. You just want the bell.
What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence!
To the crowd, this mark. This freakishly thoughtful man, the white hair type. This is busy being one ludicrously front brother of the...
Objection!
No cost to the black hole. The cube has made a fatal error. What?
Remember when this mask was found? It's washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, let's consider to solve all the remaining riddles.
Take that!
Oh, that's... What is that?
This is from about home pilot brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also record the making of mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it.
What's this? I say that Priestley Peacock's hair color is...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a frequency work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Nights of Bill, we now have a real-life exposure. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving that you're the killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Fort LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex QB.
You... peasant. You covered my tears. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out? LaBelle speaking. I'm fired, meaning I'm no longer Mayor Temba's aide. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a status for damages claim against me? $100 million? I did it! Wash up! It's fucking me! I'm done! This is preposterous. I summon Rockwood. Defeated? Order! Order in the court! Well, This is quite an unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like the other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? His defaced man is withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't I just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Temitaro. However, few were allowed into the manor due to his cultural ties to Ninetails Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold were there via the merger. But the efforts of the Ninetails saw those plans come to halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see. But I still can't comprehend why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid the past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He emerged in debt. Debt to the pouring money of this brand only he could love, which is why he sought the gold with such ferocity. Too bad for him, someone else had gone to him first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time to declare the verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma not guilty. Court is adjourned. That was some seriously good lawyer here, Paula. Even I didn't see that coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished him with power from 1911 like he was some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Temple too? He just headed up to the mayor, murdered the alderman, and died for his counterattack. I don't know why I leave one possible spy from the alderman. I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was trying to expose the amazing Monstrous true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Turnabout as the ultimate murder. The rest of popularity would have plummeted into identity. Oh, I get it. The amazing Ninetails was just killed, he died a hero, but he was proved a villain. His fans would abandon him, making the merger for that much easier. Alright. When the merger was completed and everything cooled down, he'll be able to search the Forbidden Chamber for inflation. What an exciting machine you imply. Most excellent job clearing my name. He's worthy enough Demon Lord's approval. Why is there acting like Temitaro again? There is be no concern of you. How can I not concern you? Temitaro, be gone! Ugh. You get ages that they dies on you. Papa, finally back. Yeah, you get some Temitaro no mess. I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man, Jixie. Isn't that great? Get done. See you guys in action kit. You make me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinji actually smiling? This is all thanks to you too. Too bad the amazing Ninetails will have to retire though. Oh, how come? Once everyone feels amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular people. I have a reason for my human identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue. I think you misjudged yourself. Take a look outside. Hey, now that you mention it, it's all a moon up there. The big crowd gathered outside the boardroom once the news broke. Seems I want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask. That Tarufia returned to the wrestling ring. Maybe? I thought I was nothing more than a milk factor in your eyes. No one can really matter to chasing, show how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
easy. Here, I think you'll be needing this.
Take that!
Thank you. Now if you'll excuse me. I'll keep my fans waiting.
Nine Tails Veil forever!
I sure hope it's not a problem if you come upon Nine Tails Veil. Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer/killer is behind bars and the murder is no longer an issue. Plus, you mentioned Nine Tails' office is still a hit, and I suspect Nine Tails Veil will be too. And it's all because we believe in our client, just like you said. Okay, people. Now that we got that one out of the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't even eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo. You might have to start looking up to me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth rate, and you should be past yours too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time. Keep eating like that in the one direction you're going is sideways. It ain't funny. I gotta haul away and eat as much as I want without getting it out. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Huh, you're trying to stick them on me. Alright already, you two. Big one for the old man closed the shop. I'll be brutal with the old man stand, you know. I want Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from him ever since Mr. Wright told me about him. Well, what are we waiting for? You'll all make it. I expect some serious eating from you too. Yay! Thanks, boss. I won't let you down. Sabrina has no idea what she's getting into. Your other noodles are so hot and salty. Two bowls would kill the man. That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to a small, cozy office. But little did I know that it would have been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Venus Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. And with that, the Monstrous Turnabout is completed. Yep. And with that, we are done with the stream. But next time, we will begin episode 3, Turnabout Academy. Well, that was amazing. So now, I will be taking my leave for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye.